Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Bhuvan Agarwal and I hope you all are doing great and you all are really enjoying this series on predicting the output of the code snippets given in C language. So if this series is really benefiting you, then please support my channel by subscribing to it and pressing that bell icon so that you don't miss any important notifications from our side. So today we are going to solve a new question in code snippets in C language. So let's get started.
अभी मजा आएगा ना भिड़ो.
So this is the next question. I would request every one of you to kindly pause this video and just try this question on our own. Then I will tell you the solution to it, okay? Okay, I hope you all probably got some answers. So let us see how to solve these types of question. So in this very question, we are having pointers. We are having the concept of pointers in this very code snippet. So you need to understand this thing very clearly that whenever there is pointers defined in your code, you need to make sure that you solve such questions using the memory diagram. Okay. So whenever there is a pointer in your code, then please make sure you solve those types of question using the memory diagram by drawing a memory diagram. Okay, so we will see how to draw that diagram again, right? So inside this main function, we are defining two integer variables, that is x and y, and we are defining a pointer variable. And how we understood that it is a pointer? Because whenever you are writing a pointer, you need to give a star mark before the name of that pointer. Okay, this way you can understand that this ptr is a pointer and it will point to a integer kind of a value. Okay, so these things is very important you to understand that ptr is the pointer name and star means that ptr is a pointer and it will point to which kind of data, a integer kind of data. So you need to understand these things, right? Now we are assigning a value of 100 to this variable x. So how it will be denoted in the memory diagram? So let us see. So you need to define something like this, that this is a x variable and we have stored 100 inside it, right? And this memory block will be having some address, correct? Everything, every data type which you define will be having some other address, correct? So suppose the address for this x variable is 2000. Okay, for just for the sake of example I am giving 2000. Okay, now in the next line we are seeing that ptr is equals to ampersand x. For what this ampersand symbol is used, you need to understand this. Whenever you write ampersand x, any variable name, then this will give you the address for that very variable. Okay, so this address will be stored in pointer. Pointers will be always storing address variables. Okay, it won't be storing any numerical value or any alphabetical value. Okay, it cannot store 100 c b a c d. Okay, it won't be storing those things. It will always store addresses. Okay, and what kind of address? The address of the type of that pointer. Means if this ptr is of, it will be pointing to integer kind of data, then you can only give the address of such kind of data where integer value is stored. You cannot give character values address. Okay, so I hope you got this concept. So how this will be denoted in the memory diagram? See, so this ptr will be defined and it will be stored the base address for this variable x. So the address for x was 2000, so it will be stored inside this pointer variable. Okay, now again this pointer is a variable, right? So it will again have some address. So suppose the address for this pointer variable is 3000. Okay, just for the sake of example, suppose the base address for this pointer variable is 3000. Now this pointer is having value 2000, which is a base address of x. So technically it will be pointing to the variable x. Okay, so this is how pointers work in C language. Now we are assigning star ptr value to y. What is this star ptr? You need to understand this thing very clearly, that suppose just make sure you hide the star value, okay, and just read what is written ptr. Go to ptr. There what is the value? 2000. So keep it in your mind that the value is 2000. Now just unhide this thing and what is written? Star. So whenever you are facing this 2000 value, just go to that very base address and check which variable is there, x. Okay, now we don't have the key to enter this block. So this star is basically the key to enter inside this block. So you can enter. Now you can take the value out, that is 100. Now you can store it in y. So understand these things very clearly, that if it was only ptr, y equals to ptr, then y will be having 2000. Okay, but y cannot hold any base addresses because it is a integer kind of data, it is not a pointer variable, right? So in that case, in that scenario, it will throw a compilation error. But now we are having the key to it, that is a star value. We are having a star with this ptr, then you can access that value from that very block, that is 100. Now this 100 will be printed on the output console. So in this way you need to understand such types of questions. See, pointers is very complex topic in C language. Okay, so the complexity level of pointers is very high based on the scenarios. Suppose if in a particular code snippet you are having pointers as well as the concept of recursion, then in that scenarios it will be a very complex scenario for you to predict the output, right? So we will solve such types of question also, don't worry. But to give a technical idea how pointers work in C language, so I included this question in this series. So please make sure you understand pointers very well, because using these pointers only you can design the linked lists data structure in C language. Okay, so pointers is very helpful and very important topic for every one of you for your interviews. Okay, so before coming to an end, I would like to give you the very important golden statement for this very video. Okay, so the golden statement is, pointer stores the address of the variable, and to access that value you must have a key, and that is a star symbol is used. Okay, so this golden statement is very important for you to understand, else you won't be able to solve such types of questions during your interviews. Okay, so pointers will store the address of the variable, and to access the value we'll have to use the star symbol in our code. So our final result is 100. So that's it. Thank you very much.